All right, hello everyone. So let's take a look at the market. Today, Tuesday. Now, remember yesterday we talked about the market coming down. I said if it goes up, we should sell, but it came down, and that's also okay because this is the Astro hours where the market broke down, and I talked about the market coming to the weekly also there. Now, yesterday I also said I'm expecting some sudden moves, as in some sudden drop in the market, and I said the market should stabilize after like 8, 9 o'clock, and this is like where we're at. Okay, so the market stabilized. Now, yesterday I also said we've got 2000. This was the daily level, remember, on the PST. Okay, so on the PST, you had the daily level, beautiful breakdown, goes all the way down exactly where we wanted it to go to. Okay, so no big dramas there. As you can see, this is pretty big. The market closing low, pretty bearish. So pull up should lead us to sell into the weekly. Okay, so any, this is 59. Let's just check. 59, 29, 2031, exactly my point, which is what we had here. All right, 2000, and this is what the market did. So the market already did that on the weekly. Looks like we've broken below it a little bit. So coming down into 1992 is not a bad idea. And these could be like high levels where the market will sell again. Okay, so we talked about sweeping the stops, coming back down. And also, if the monthly closes down, we'll just start to come back down. And it's logical for us to come back down because we've got gaps we need to fill in. All right, all the way here, so the market is okay to come back. And I talked about this as well, this level here. As you can see, the market is pretty much on the Saturn-Mercury line, despite the fact that it broke up. It's pretty much on that line, so the market's kind of like squaring out. So selling on a pullback up is not a bad idea. Where can you sell today? So the weekly, the daily, okay, is okay. There's a bit of a gap here. It's not huge, okay, but if the market does decide to go back up, 73 is a good buy kiss, but it's just too far out, 2,118. Remember, Tuesday is swing day for gold. So if we do get up here, okay, this evening, which we could, okay, also the early opening hours of Asia is going to be important. So keep an eye out for that one as well. So if the market does go back up, we want to be sellers. This zone is okay to go long. Don't you be selling at the lows, please. Just still be mindful that 2000, that's the low of last week. So the market will want to come and touch that as well. So if we come down, we can go up. From this zone, we can go up. Mark your trade, okay, at just cover your trade as the market goes up. So you've got 1, 2 targets there, and that's an ultimate target there. If we end up somewhere high, selling is not a bad idea. SP 500, let's take a look. We were looking to sell, as you know, yesterday. So I also remember last week I said the market should be at a nice swing level on Friday, so we should be looking to sell on Monday. And as you can see, look, Monday in the Asia session, well, I didn't give you these hours before, but because this was like when I was not looking at the market, but immediately after I did the video, I marked these, and as you can see, in the market just flopped down. We want to come and see it go down into 4,540. Any retracement up today, I think we can look to sell off. Also look out for the Asia session. That's going to be important. The opening of the Asia session, right? So good buy kiss at 68. You can sell at 4,573. If the market gets up there, 4,573, which is pretty much in between the daily and the weekly, so that's okay. If we head up into that direction, it's sellable in that zone. All right, the other sellable spot, let's see if there's one, the weekly, 62 maybe. That's up here as well. So this zone looking good to be sold off, and I think that's doable as well. So if the market comes up in between the daily and the weekly, this is good to sell off. Okay, and then we should go lower into 4,540. On the daily, as you can see, we've got targets coming into 59 and 56. So we've got 4,546. 230. So I'm just going to move that into 46. Okay, so we should end up basically here. All right, so this zone is that. All right, down into 4,543, I think it was. So we should be coming into this zone, all right, which should be okay. And then any retracement up, you'll be looking to sell again as well. Okay, so these are the targets. Now, when you get here, be careful because the market will want to buy, because if it does, it's going to do a retracement to sell off again. And that's what we'd like to see. All right, so no big deal. Euro dollar. Guys, same kind of thing. I said yesterday, if the market goes up, you can sell off. Mind you, it didn't go up much. Okay, but look, this is what you could have followed through. This is no man's land. Okay, you're in the middle of nowhere. But once the market breaks down, comes back into an astro hour, and this is the opening. This is where the market sold off before twice. Once it does that, an astro hour, this is your cue. This is like it's giving you the third chance, right, to get in. So then it's going all the way into the astro hours. Okay, so with the euro dollar, we're expecting the market to go down. So retracements are okay for us to sell. There's a bit of a gap here. I just want to move this here. Okay, this is going to be there. So 1.0958. I'm going to get rid of this. We can confuse ourselves, but we do need to be in this game here. And look, you can see on Friday as well, touched that goodbye kiss and just sold off. So the market may still pull up a little bit in order to sell down, but remember, we want to come down. This is our target zone here. So looking to sell as the market goes up is what we're doing. All right. Now here, as you can see, the market should pop up a little bit. Why? Because the market swept the low, but it's closed above it. Okay, so this is like a sweep touching into where the gap is, but the gap is big here, as you can see. So it should pull down again. But if we have an intraday move up, let's say today we go up, tomorrow we go up like 1 or 2 days, retracement, and then we should sell off again. Okay, look at your swing days for the euro dollar, and then you can make some sense of it. So today is Tuesday. Okay, so if we do Tuesday, Wednesday, like an up move kind of thing, and then Thursday we can sell off again. So, just try to keep it all in perspective. All right, so on the 15-minute chart, as you can see, if we go back up again, you can sell. This is a daily pivot. This is okay to sell as well. This is also okay to sell. Absolutely. Okay. And that's the previous day's high. So any push up into there, into the weekly, you can sell off. All right. That's that. This is also okay to sell off, like here at the Astro hours. Tuesday, the first Astro hour is 7:40, well 7:50. 7:50 on the platform, which is 8:50 my time. All right, so let's take a look at Dow Jones, Nasdaq, and Bitcoin. Dow Jones, here we are. Let's refresh this a little bit. As you can see, the market just fell off nicely here as the market opened in Asia. Once again, I did say Friday was going to be a level where the market should be at a good swing level. So the market Monday, as you can see, sideways and just coming down. Now remember also with the swing day for Dow Jones, we had Monday. All right, so it's good. Why? Because it was right at the tops here. So if you think about it, let's do this. If you think about it, at the Astro hours, this was like really beautifully sellable. Okay, so yesterday's evening session, Astro hours, it's all good. Let me just refresh this up. Rightio, here we go. Okay, now remember I also gave you targets yesterday. They hit the targets nicely, and look at that. This was like from Friday as well. Beautiful pull up and just sell off right there. So if you're selling at the Astro hours, you should have been okay with the targets there. All done deal. Now here we are, right on the PST. So it's all good. On the weekly, what we'd like to do is just sell. So if the market should retrace into any level, like the high of previous week or high of yesterday, I think it's okay to be selling this off again. Okay, with the Dow Jones as well, if you take a look at your swing days, that should work out for you. Monday is a swing day. Okay, we did the high, so we want to sell it down. Want to come into that 72 to 67, 35,853. What's that? 35,981. 35,981 is going to be around there. Okay, so I want to get in there, and 823 is going to be there, so I want to get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Okay, and let's get rid of that. So on the daily, as you can see, we want to find ourselves down here at 67 to 66, 72, 35, 823 to 853. So 823 is here. 853 is going to be here. So I want to see the market coming down into these levels. So selling it off at Astro hours to come down is not a bad idea. Also on the, let me just check on the weekly. Yeah, we've got room to, this is it, so any up move we want to be selling down. The market should just be coming down. Okay. We should get into also this zones. Let me just draw them out for you. So we should be coming down. NASDAQ, let's take a look at NASDAQ. Here's NASDAQ. So if you sold off yesterday as well, you should have been okay. Remember with NASDAQ as well, same kind of deal. Market just coming down. And I talked about the targets all done, broken below. Any pull up you can sell off. Just like with the others. Let me just refresh this. So we'll get our daily pivot where it needs to be. So if the market comes back up, fills in a little bit of gap, like at 15,896, I think that's okay for us to be selling as well. The market's already taken out the stops above here, but possibly another push up is okay. So what I'm going to do is just going to keep this here. This is the zone where the market can sell off again. This is the gap it needs to fill here. So we should pop up into there. If we do, at Astro hours, not a bad place to be selling off on the daily. Good buy kiss at 15,902. That's a good sell level, 15,902. And it's nicely inside that range as well. Okay, 15,902. So if we pop up here, that's fine. On the weekly, let's see where we're at. On the weekly, we've got 52, 15,197. 15,197 is quite down there, as you can see, but we'll see how things pan out. We are on the selling side of stuff, though. All right, so yeah, heading down into this target zone. I'm just going to get rid of this now, and this. And this. Why? Because you see we've got targets 45, 43, 15, 670, 627, 15, 700, 15, 620. Yep. All right, so that's our zone there. Okay, 45, 15, 669, 15, 669. So about here as well. So we should be coming down, all right, into this zone here. So if we do go up into any place, daily pivot Astro hours selling off is okay, but there's a bit of a gap here, so you want to be mindful of the gap. So if we push up, then selling is okay to do so. Previous days highs are over here. There's a bit of a gap here. If it retests that level at the weekly, you sell again. This is Bitcoin. Remember, I talked about these days. Maybe it's worth waiting for these days to sell off. That might be the better way to go. If you want to do any trading with this, obviously we don't buy when the prices are there, up there at the top. I talked about this level. The market did it, sold off, looks like today. And yesterday was pretty close though as well. So that target was made and the market sold off. So if you actually went up into that target, you should have made some profit if you're day trading it. I'm not day trading it, but sooner or later we're going to come up here, as you can see. Okay, that's that line there. Sooner or later. Okay. And that's basically it. That should be the Mercury line, I think. Whatever. All right, this is the Saturn. Oh, this is the Mercury line. Okay, yeah, and that's the moon. That should be the Venus. Okay, fine. So sooner or later we should get back into the Venus zone. Okay, and those are the lines where you're going to be looking to think about going the other way as they square out. Okay, on the weekly, like way up there, as you can see. So I don't know. It's a bit too high for me to buy anything. So only if it comes down, we can think about it. With Bitcoin as well, I'm not day trading it. I'm waiting for a big discount next year, spring.